Yo, nope. Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique, where I take a look at a different Kickstarter project every single time and give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. We do it every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come join the fun with us. And right now, I'm very excited to be checking out the fourth most popular project on all of Kickstarter, period, right now. That is Autobahn, an economic Euro game from distinguished designers Fabio Lopiano and Nestori Mangon. Unfortunately, I'm probably mispronouncing that. And I gotta say, not a fan of this main image at all. There's so much wasted space here, I can hardly even see the main image. Now, I know once I click on this, it's probably going to zoom in, it's going to look more important, but what are they looking at? Is this, it looks like circles? I guess that's the highway? I can barely tell. Player count, time length, age, have we had stretch goals? You know, does it have a solo version? There's so much information I think it could be conveyed here that's just so much more useful than the clouds. But it's already raised $73,000 bucks. And I do love the fact that they immediately, within the first few words, they say exactly what this game is. This is an economic Euro game. Expect crunchiness. I'm expecting 1 to 4 players, 90 to 120 or 90 to 150 minutes to play. And I'll be quite frank, I love that style game, but I'm not very inspired by the main image. So here we go. Now I can kind of see it on the side. 14 plus, 90 to 120 minutes, 1 to 4 players. Were those the exact words that I said? Yeah, I can't really see that from the main image. Now I can, but just put it over here on the side, because once again, that's going to hold, you know, economic Euro, 90 to 120 minutes to play, 1 to 4 players. That's a lot of people's jam right there. So I think that's just something you should mention here. Granted, I kind of assumed it by the fact it's an economic Euro game. Anywho, as always, when we go with the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go!
Autobahn is the latest heavyweight Euro game.
That's the other thing as well. And they mentioned Fabio Lopiano and Nestori Mangon, and I don't know who they are. I'm sure if you tell me their games, I'm much more likely to know who they are. And I don't know if they're there yet. And maybe once you show me the list of games, it'll be like, oh, you're out of touch, Bauer? Which it could be. It very well could be. There's lots of game designers, lots of different names. But maybe so, I just feel like this section could be more useful in telling me something more about the game.
From distinguished designers Fabio Lopiano and Nestori Mangone.
See, so right there, why don't you just pop me up some of the games they've done? They're distinguished designers who've made games. You show, you know, top 1,000 board game, this game. So, some sort of information I think here would be nice.
As a rising star in the BundesAutobahn Organisation, you'll expand the Autobahn, connecting city after city into the existing sprawling network.
I'm loving what we're doing now, though. That was very clean and clear. You extend the Autobahn over here. There's like a ticket to ride side. No, actually, I guess this kind of almost gives me more Power Griddy vibe, which is that's a great vibe to give if you're trying to sell me a crunchy, dry Euro. I love Math Olympics.
You'll build and upgrade roads, transport goods along them with your lorries, and
pick up and deliver.
Construct service stations to benefit from the increased traffic.
Okay.
Each contribution you make takes you a step down one of the multiple paths to victory and builds your reputation.
That almost, like, that feels Arnak-y to me, just the way they did their scoring area over here. It's not the same, where it's not like it's a track going up, but I like that. I like this how it's its own dedicated area here. The iconography is very clean on 3 or 4 players. This is good. I like this.
Paths to victory and builds your reputation. As your reputation grows, you'll gain access to new departments and scoring opportunities. Will you win by racing players to export the goods on your asymmetrical delivery board?
Asymmetrical delivery board. I love the fact you snuck in that word. I'd love to see that word snuck up in the main description.
Or will you dominate by building a service station empire? The game features unique mechanics such as...
It actually it's kind of giving me an Orleans vibe, actually, and that's what I can get behind right there. That's one of my favorite games of all time.
Area control, where players jostle for access to office tables. Use pick-up and deliver mechanics, where you must carefully match the color of your plate action card with your truck's location to move. Advance up technology trees and upgrade your cards to build
I want to see tech trees! No, just tell me, I want to see them!
powerful engines that result in thrilling combos and improve your actions moving.
Woo! See, so this is, I think this is the first misstep of the video, because I really want to see what you just talked about. And you've done such a great job of showing me, like, component by component, exactly all the mechanisms. That's, like, I love that style video. But now I guess you've left me want to see more, though. So I'm excited to look at the long, sexy scrolling shot with this I want to see the tech tree.
Forward. See the game come to life featuring
this is
180
tech-tree.
wooden meeples and components, as well as gorgeous art from Javier Ink Golem. Back Autobahn on Kickstarter now and receive the exclusive mini expansions and component upgrades.
Boom! And I love that. Out the door, you're telling me why I need to back it now instead of waiting for a retail copy, which just blows my mind. That's something that I have to mention in every video now. Like, we're to that point that Kickstarter is that big. I love it. All right. So, I really love how they did their video there. I think that formatting of what the game is and what I'm doing, and while I don't know exactly what I'm doing on a turn, I'm getting an idea of all the different things I can do in the game. And I thought that was really well done, I think. So, 17 created, 121 back. Cesar and Cully from Alley Cat Games. Hi, we're Cesar and Cully. Together we run Alley Cat Games. What started as a labor of love creating our first few games has turned into an obsession of making great, novel, fun games. We believe in publishing great games that have a novel hook to them. Our biggest campaign, Tinner's Trail from Martin Wallace. Now that's a name, like Martin Wallace. Like, I hear that name and I, whoa, okay, you're working with Martin Wallace. That's impressive. Raised over $200,000, so you're spotlighting the biggest thing you've done. Fantastic. We got the designer right here, and then we got 17 created, 121 back. Oh my gosh, let me right-click today. That's fantastic. As always, we want to go back here and see how many games are out pending. Dice Hospital. Yeah, I know, Dice Hospital. That's one. Yeah, I did Tinner's Trail, I think. All right, right-click. And we're just checking to see how many games are out still pending. That's something a lot of people like to know about. But can you do it? I'm feeling comfortable. Production update and first graphic design available March 31st, February 1st. So it looks like, so this got funded just a couple months ago. Monthly updates. All right. That's like, those are my kind of monthly updates right there. Yeah, I did the first one on the 1st of February, then the second one there. But they're still commuting at least once a month, which is great. Okay. So that one's not out, but they are communicating with the people. That's all we want to see. Asian film is starting. Fantastic. That means probably everything else is in the books there. Asian film is starting. Road shipping. Awesome. Let's just check out the comments. Make sure it's not a flaming dumpster fire. I'd like to get an update on shipping soon. HSUS US backers received there before the new campaign Autobahn ends. I have the same concerns. Here in the US, I have pledged for both Dice Theme Park and Eternal Palace, having received neither of them as of yet. Since these are the first games I was receiving from ACG, I really like to review... well, of course, you should take this. So they haven't responded to this, but this was 2 days ago. Okay. Bonjour. This is still extended right in the U.S. in the month. Hi, Sam. We're expecting this boat to dock in the USA the last week of the month. So hopefully... So they are communicating. But it does look they have a couple games out. Something to know. I'm not particularly worried about it. Like, if they're at the docks, if they're starting to ship stuff, I feel pretty good. So can you do it? Feel comfy. Do I want it? Yeah. Looks like a fun little economic Euro. How much is it? Hopefully, don't beat around the bush when we get to the price, because I don't imagine it's going to be terribly priced. A lot of wood. Autobahn is expected to arrive in time for collection in Essen Spiel 2022. Wow. So it's a pre-order. Not to say that's a negative thing or a positive thing. It is what it is. But if you're in Europe, that's exciting. And I bet you we're going to see a lot of different numbers here. So, United States still beating everybody. We got 217, 173 in Germany, 122 in Italy. So they're getting some good international numbers there. All right. Good. And once again, I love that. I want to spotlight something right here. They just spotlighted their shipping. And everybody's like, you gotta have the shipping at the bottom for us. That's the shipping. That's the industry standard. Why? Why does that have to be the industry standard? You got good shipping information, like right here. Boom. First thing, I don't even know the price of the game yet I know some shipping information, and I'm not even upset about that. I love it. Autobahn, the economic Euro game. So, acclaimed designers of Merv Zapotek, designer of Newton. Haven't played any of those games. I'd like to know what they're rated on Board Game Geek. That always tells me a lot. Let's go check that out. Let's go check, see. BoardGameGeek.com, the best board game website on the planet if you've not checked out. And now they have an absolutely fantastic app. So I want to give that a huge kudos, because I know Scott was working super hard on the app. It's been in development for like a year now, and I was testing it like a year ago. It was really good then, and it is just fan-freaking-tastic. Highly recommend checking that one. So let me get 702, 1298, 1886. Booyah! Those are some highly rated games. You got one of the top 1,000, and I'm immediately excited. Oh, Newton, I do actually know 352, 1696, 2629. So we got some bangers here. And that Darwin's Journey, I don't think that one's out yet. I think that one's on still on Kickstarter. So that one's probably going to get higher. So now, do I feel good about it? Yes. Over 180 wouldn't, but I would spotlight, top 380, 400 game on Board Game Geek. So 180 wood components, you can put that on there like that, showcasing the gorgeous components. Watch your board come to life with 7 unique meeple shades. So they're talking about the coloring of thing. And I actually really, like that, that looks great. Like, I'm excited. You're not showing me all the components, which hopefully we'll get soon, but you gave me a taste. The constant tension between choosing which of your cards to play, which action to activate, and the persistent feeling of urgency makes for a tense and enjoyable gaming experience. I love that. That's not a superfluous quote. You know, they might just stick tense and enjoyable gaming experience. There's a lot of Kickstarters that would just go like that. But they didn't. They put all the stuff before, like, why is it tense? I like that. Click here for the Heavy Cardboard live stream tomorrow. Cool. Gonna be clickable. Why not clickable now? Just send it to, unless they don't have the campaign page up yet, or the page, but that's awesome. Build a service station empire. The fact that it's not here yet, not the biggest fan of that, so hopefully there is at least a gameplay video somewhere down here. Unlock departments and scoring opportunities, promote employees. What's in the box contains over 500 individual components. Oh, the chits. 2 administration boards, 1 rule booklet, 2, and now I'm definitely getting the Orleans 5. So many chits in that. so many components. Action tokens, 36 tokens. I just want the price. Like, why we got to beat around the bush on the price here? 180. You have what I want. I want it. Just tell me the price. Ooh, screen printing, Kickstarter exclusive. And that screen printing is hot. That screen printing is very nice. HC did their live playthrough last night. I should get that up there. Get that popping. Make that clickable. Solo mode. Awesome. 2 solo boards on the reverse of player boards. Oh, awesome. 8 solo mode cards. That gets me excited. I like to see the back of them. Granted, they probably wouldn't mean much to me at this point. What's in the Kickstarter edition? So this is going to be the Autobahn that everybody's going to get, minus the screen printing. That's only for you because we love you. And then this is all the great stuff that nobody else is getting. Road traffic mini expansions. As cities grow, the roads surround them becoming filled with traffic. Avoid congestion. Wow. So that's like a whole... That's gameplay. Boy, howdy. I'm in. You've immediately sold me. Those screen printed and some gameplay. Why do I need to back this now instead of retail? I think they did a great job there. Upgraded service station mini expansion. Boost your service station income by adding an extra store on the busiest routes. Well, yeah, who doesn't want this? These are fantastic. Fear of missing out right here. And I love the fact that they are zooming in on the components. They're showing me what I don't want to miss this. Do you want to miss this in your game? Do you want to play Autobahn without this? Hell no. No, that's a whole new thing. Those are new things I can put on my truck. Like, I don't even know what a core gameplay turn looks like, but I know I don't want to miss this. This is great. Jen and I enjoyed the heck out of this one. The designers have made something very, very special. This is for people looking for a crunchy and meaty game. Okay, so that one is very superfluous. They at least are reaffirming in my mind that this is a crunchy and meaty game, which, there's probably like only 15 games in my collection that really make me feel that way. So, I like that quote. Gameplay highlight. Implement projects, play projects cards in the best order to optimize your actions, improve process. I'm just looking for that gameplay, which I'm sure is down here probably. Boost your budget. Player board focus. Did we get a price? We didn't get the price yet. Man, why are we beating around the... Oh, sorry. Sorry, Darth. Why are we beating around the price here? That just drives me nuts. Yeah, we haven't got the price. And the big reason why, and I know everybody says you can just go right over here, but as people have told me numerous times in my chat, if you're on mobile or if you're on iOS, you don't even see what those prices are. So just get down to business because a huge chunk of people browse mobilely. We're treated to a wide mix of popular game mechanics that all blend together nicely with a communal map that promotes player interaction. Ooh, one to keep an eye on. I like that quote as well. Playing solo, the Autobahn Arrival of very difficulty, simple rule set. Autobahn doesn't need to make many decisions. Oh, the Autobot. So now you're trying to spotlight the solo variant. Awesome. I actually just shot a solo video last week, and one of the things that I really liked about the game was just how simple the solo is, because I don't want to spend a decent chunk of the game trying to figure out what the hell the solo does. Now, don't get me wrong, when you do that, generally your games are going to be more fun solo, but sometimes I just want the simplicity. So that gets me excited. So pledge levels, $56, and I feel like this, yeah, I would have led with this way earlier. Because this is the retail edition. Never mind, this is for schlubs. Nobody's getting this. Let's check it out. Anybody getting this? 260 people sitting on the fence. All right, 5. No, this is the retail and group pledges. I like how you group those together. I really do. And I think that's part of the reason why this is higher than you would typically see in the retail pledge. Substantially higher. I really like that. That just makes you look good. I don't know why that's not here. You know, I don't know why. I just like, I think it's easier in their order, but whatever. So we get the retail edition, which 4 backers. Like I said, nobody wants that. And if any 4 people are watching this, I apologize for calling you schlub, but I said what I said. Only 43 customs friendly, and they did convert the currency. I want to give a huge shout out to that too, because that's always super nice. And they're showing me, hey, this is what MSRP retail is going to be. This is what you get it for. You know, and that seems reasonable. $5 more than $60, because for the longest time, $60 has been the MSRP. But my brain is just now to like, all right, I'm just assuming it's going to start being $65, $70. Unfortunately, but it's just the way of the world. Refund guarantee, shipping charge over the campaign is over. That's nice. So let's get to the Kickstarter edition. What I want, $63, $3 over what I would consider MSRP, and I get all this stuff along with the game. I'm in. I think that's a great price. I think we should. I think that should totally be spotlighted a little bit higher. Starting at $56, then you get that, and that's just $7 more. Which once again, part of the reason why everybody's going for this. That for $7, that much gameplay, sign me up. Great job on that. And then let's see, so many people. We got 1,400 people there. Fantastic. And then free Essen collection available. Final thoughts, previews. Where's that gameplay? Where's that sweet gameplay? Nope. Kickstarter tutorial.
Already on the
board.
You can spend at most one of these.
Awesome. 1824. That looks like a full comprehensive one. That gets me excited. Preview, don't care. Preview, whatever. Impressions, playthrough. There it is. Boom. You get a cookie. The designers have made something quite unlike anything I've played before, but in a really good way. Put their name there, too. The designers have made something quite unlike anything I've played before, but in a really good way. And I like that quote just because when you look at it from the perspective of a reviewer, reviewers play a lot of games. And the more someone tells me, yeah, it just doesn't remind me of anything else, the more it gets me excited about that. HD said their live play... Oh, duh, this way. Stretch goals. So we have stretch goals. Once again, I go back to that main image. It's just how much more information I think could be conveyed here. You know, that price. 120 wooden meeples. Show me some of those meeples. Why not? Why not? Like, this is great. You got the friendly shipping, whatever. Maybe the Essen free pickup. Free Essen pickup. Why not there? It's the largest board game convention on the planet, or second, depending on if you want to argue with somebody. I mean, because whatever. We're not having that discussion, but it's huge. I think that's right there as well. Why not? Especially considering the people going to Essen, this is the kind of game that they're probably going to be interested in. And one thing I'll tell you about Essen is people normally, when it shuts down, it shuts down. They're done. Orange and Gen Con still feel kind of like they're popping. Essen, no. You get the hell out. You go to your hotel. That's where the things be popping. And so people being able to know how to play this game and get that, pick that up at Essen, maybe that's the first game they play in the night. When they get, you get what I'm saying here. So I definitely think that's something that should be on the main image. That's fantastic. 2 bonus tokens. Now, here's my question. Did I know about these 2 bonus tokens? Were these spotlighted in the one area? Let's see. I already looked over here. We saw where people from. I don't want to have to scroll. Oh, my gosh. Or is this the first time I'm finding out about these stretch goals? That's my question, because I feel like it is. So I know I got these. These are Kickstarter exclusives. But yeah, I would upgrade. Well, where's the... actually, where is the long, sexy scrolling shot of the components? I remember it was... Did we not get that? Oh, we don't. Yeah, I would put the stretch goals higher, or I would at least allude to the stretch goals, because these are great stretch goals here. Right? 2 bonus tokens. I don't know what that does, but that's fantastic. That's gameplay. Upgrade punchboard thickness. Fantastic. I didn't know about this. 4 double color advanced project cards. Awesome. Alternate scoring overlay. Delightful. 2 new bonus tokens. I think these should be way higher, or at least alluded to. Once again, 8 stretch goals unlocked. Over 120 wooden meeples, Kickstarter exclusive screen printed. I'm not saying you put all that information on the front, but some of that, like that's bangers. That's fantastic stuff. Support a small publisher. Download the rules. Cool. Download the print and play. Awesome. Nobody's doing it, but great. Tabletop Simulator, Tabletopia. Fantastic. Gameplay close-up. What am I looking? I'm just looking for shipping, honestly. I'm good. Your price was so reasonable. The reason why I need to back now over later was there. You got free Essen pickup. All right, Pledge Manager. You'll be using a Pledge Manager after the, yeah. So group pledges. So now this is where you describe it a little bit. And honestly, I would put this right up there. Because I know you say, well, I don't want to block the most important ones, but this one makes you look good too. I think this one makes you look good as a Kickstarter company, that you are an indie game company. You are a smaller company. You're not Fantasy Flight Games. You're not CMON. And you're still doing this sort of thing so you can spread the games around the world. As a gamer, I see that. I like that. And I like to shout that out. You know, so it's like, I think, I don't know if I bury that. That's awesome. And then I get to your very reasonable price at $63. I mean, hey, how's it going? Are you going back to it? Not this year, but I do have plans. Hopefully, next year is what I'm shooting for, is to be back in Essen. Shipping. I can't. Shipping, custom friendly. I hope I don't have a warrant out for me in Amsterdam. I got a parking ticket I never paid. Custom friendly. I was speeding. United Kingdom, European Union, Canada, USA. I'm just looking for the prices here. Oh, but this has VAT stuff as well. Since the games are being manufactured in Poland, fulfilled in the EU. Wow. EU friendly, United Kingdoms. Customs friendlies in the following regions. Fantastic. Custom friendly means VAT's paid and no import charges for you. Wow. All right, help me out, chat. Is this what I think it means? That, like, this is just the price you're paying? Because if that sounds too good to be true. And if that's the case, go up. God, I hate you. My mouse wheel's broken. I just got to, whatever. It's my Windows 11. I would mention that because I see these. UK friendly, US friendly shipping, Essen collection. Oh, I see it there. It is there, but it just looks so small compared to everything else. Like, let's go. There's no way I could read that. Where is it? So this is the 4th most popular. Yeah, where is it? Right there. So that doesn't look like anything. It just looks like colors. So yeah, and that's one thing to consider, because that's awesome. Shipping table, UK $6, United States 10 to 15. So I'm looking at a $73 to $78 game. It's heavy, crunchy, dry Euro. I have no issues with this. It's got the expansions. That seems like a reasonable price. Free Essen Spiel 2022. International versions of Autobahn. English team. Okay. People, stuff, things. All right. Big team. It shows. Look at this. Look at it. This is what I'm dealing with here. I click on this, and it won't let me go up. What did I do to you, computer gods? Like, look, I'm clicking right there, and it just drives me nuts. There we go. That's a cheat. I can click on campaign. All right, let's get the FAQ, the updates, comments. Give this one a grade. What's included in each pledge level? There's only 5, so the organization thing, not really. It doesn't bug me that. Do you do group pledges? What is the ACG team available? Okay. Updates. So we have 2 comments and then 8 comments. And this just launched on Tuesday. So we got one update a day. Not bad. What's your thoughts about the new Castles of Burgundy Special Edition? I have no thoughts on that, aside from I'd love to own it. Castles of Burgundy, a game I've played, I think, 3 times. My buddy Brandon has it. I do believe every time I play it, I love it. It's fantastic. I didn't know that there was a deluxe one. Or a new updated one. 2 live streams today. Awesome. Making them clickable. And this is from yesterday. Okay. The live playthrough. What's next? Next stretch goal. Here's the next stretch goal. Okay. And yeah, I think the stretch goals, I think those could be spotlighted a little bit more. Because at the end of the day, I didn't feel like the price was bad in the first place. Like, these stretch goals are just sweetening the deal. The shipping, I don't feel like it's terrible. I don't think it's great. Like, it is what it is. But I don't even second guess it with this. So the scoring, this is giving me more in-depth. 4 double-colored cards. Wow. Awesome. There's more gameplay, good stuff. Lots of information here. Don't forget to submit more questions. So they're saying, hey, ask some questions. I was wondering if they had played Versindas Volk. That was one of the games that I was most anticipated at Essen a couple years ago. As I see some parallels, but probably coincidental. I've never played any 18XX games. Okay. They said to ask questions, and they did not get any engagement, which stinks. And I wonder if it's just if people aren't maybe getting down there, because this is a lot. This is a lot of information. Like, what questions would I possibly have? But, I mean, it's a fun one to dig through, but if it's not getting the engagement, it's not getting the engagement. So I don't think that's a really great update, despite the fact it has tons of information. Stretch goals, this one has 8. So they're talking about the things. Tell us in the comments here. What would you like? Oh, okay. So that's what so this got a little bit more traction. 1, 2, 3, and they got some people responding. Awesome. Love it. Okay. Comments, check it out. They're responding. Good customer service. This is what we're looking for here. Let's make sure there's no flaming onto the next stretch goal. Are the bridges joining the hoping for good Australian shipping crew? Yeah. Okay, well, I think we're out. I probably don't read 3/4 of updates that are sent to me. Most are way too long. I agree, too. I think the key is really to just have a catchy headline. You know, I should really look into that. I should start really analyzing the headlines of updates and seeing if maybe there's some correlation between certain words or what they're talking about or something. I'm going to have to start doing that. Anywho, Autobahn from Alley Cat Games. Final thoughts on this one. Do I want it? Yes. The main image was very uninspiring, but honestly, I feel like this game has a little bit of bulletproof armor. As soon as you tell me it's an economic Euro game, that's a very niche portion of our market. You know, the math Olympics sort of thing, the people who actually want to get Power Grid to the table on a regular basis, I would say is the minority of gamers. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the main image, I just feel like it could be a lot sexier. Do I want it though? Yes. I feel like the video is fantastic. I thought once we got into just how they were talking me through how all the different sections of the board work, it was delightful. Can you do it? And do I want it? Yes. How much is it? I felt like the price is a really good selling point. I felt like it was very reasonably priced, and the reason why I back now, as opposed to the retail, they did a fantastic job on that. It was like $7, and you're getting like expansions, and they look like awesome expansions. Can you check out Table Golf Association? Looks like a great flicking game. I might check that one out next week. I see tons and tons of ads for that on Facebook, so I'm very, very curious about that one, I will say. But Autobahn, at the end of the day, what am I giving this one final grade? I think I'm around A-, maybe. Like, it has a tutorial video. I like the video. I like the formatting. The main image, I think, could really use some sprucing up. And we beat around the bush for a really long time before we get into the pricing and the stretch goals, for that matter, too. Which are just two things that are like super important, I would say. Because yeah, now we're talking about gameplay highlights before we even get into the price. And this is all good stuff. I love this stuff. But I still haven't heard about I haven't heard about the stretch goals. I haven't heard about the price. You tell me about that. Moving pictures. And then we finally get to the price. So just the organization, main image. But other than that, I feel like this is a really, really good looking game. And I like the Kickstarter as well. So, final grade for this one. I'm going to give this one an A-. Autobahn, let me know in the comments below, what is your final grade for, once again, not the game itself, but the Kickstarter presentation of the game of Autobahn. Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below, as I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers to celebrate my 10-year anniversary of making YouTube content. Bye-bye!